Alright, welcome back to Battlezone Total Combat with Battlezone Combat Commander on Steam. As I said before, if you guys haven't checked this game out, I recommend you do 100%. It is an amazing game, and the mod is an amazing mod, very faithful to the originals. Joining me for the recording is my friend Revan,
Howdy.
and I hope that you all, if you can, catch me for the stream. Do. If not, then as always, this will be going up on YouTube once the stream is done. So, picking up from where we left off, we are now starting the Rise of the Black Dogs campaign. The Black Dogs being the sort of special forces wing of the NSDF. So, without further ado, Battlezone update. When the NSDF retreated from the moon after the CCA invasion, not all its forces joined the evacuation. The Black Dog Squadron is the NSDF's Special Operations Force. Comprised of several companies, the Black Dogs are the hard-hitting, secretive force behind America's secret space army. Charlie Company of the Black Dogs, also known as Cobra Company, led by Commander Shaw, elected to stay behind to fight and disrupt the actions of the CCA while mainline NSDF forces move out into the solar system. Resupplying from abandoned facilities, Black Dog's Cobra has been conducting hit-and-run attacks on the CCA and rescuing other NSDF units that were left behind. Even though the moon has been lost to the Soviets, the Cobra continues to strike. In other words, in standard American behavior, we didn't hear no bell. So, alright. BDS update. Cobra reports indicate that a top NSDF scientist has been captured by the Soviets and is being held prisoner at one of the several outposts on the moon. Cobra 1, being us the player, you must locate and rescue the scientist and destroy any opposition you encounter. The scientist is being guarded by one of the CCA's special forces groups, the Crimson Bears Battalion. Like the Black Dogs, their forces have a unique appearance and conduct missions deemed too important to be handled by regular CCA forces. Engineering report. We expect massive resistance to your attempt to rescue the scientist, so several heavy Black Dog units that are best suited for this mission are being provided. Our objective is to get to Nav 1 and begin the search, destroy any opposition we encounter, and rescue the American scientist. The mod note. The Rise of the Black Dogs portion of this mod has been modified more than the other campaigns. Mission objectives are essentially the same as the original N64 version, though the story around them has been modified, while trying to keep the original briefings, debriefings, and objective cards used intact. It was necessary to modify some of them to maintain a more sensible story. I'll let you guys read the rest of that, but so we are still on Luna, and the tech data is, of course, the Black Dog Squadron, NSDF's 4th Special Operations Squadron. Soon acquired the nickname the Black Dogs after proving their willingness to undertake the most clandestine and dangerous missions required by the NSDF to understand and make use of biometal. Of course, we have our Black Dog Squadron pilot, selected from the ranks of the NSDF and tasked with the most covert and dangerous missions. Members of the Black Dog Squadron represent the toughest NSDF personnel. They are highly resourceful and more eccentric than their fellow NSDF pilots. There's the Black Dog variant of the Grizzly there. The Black Dog equivalent of the Thunderbolt. And let's get into this. And no audio introduction for this version, but
Cobra 1, we have reason to believe that a top-level NSDF scientist has been captured by the Soviets and taken to one of their outposts here on the moon. To find out which outpost he is at, we need to intercept CCA communications. Your tank has been fitted with a decoding device. When you're close enough to the communications tower, it will activate and tell us exactly where the scientist is being held.
Alright. We need to investigate the comm tower, we need to hold it for 20 seconds, and we can't allow it to be destroyed until the data is retrieved. Gonna go ahead and separate out. Now you'll see we have a slightly different weapon loadout from when we were playing the NSDF. We have a Super Stabber, which does more damage but takes more ammo, and same with the chain gun. We also have a Splinter Mortar, which in my opinion is one of the... it's a party popper. I am not fond of it. Those are red or Crimson Bear units that we just engaged there. Just detail my bombers to go after the first gun tower. They have more armor than we do, so... Oh, that was closer than I like.
Initiating communication uplink. Data interception complete. Communication uplink terminated.
It appears the scientist has been relocated to the main research facility. This facility is powered by solar arrays at nav points 2 and 3. Cripple the research facility by destroying these solar arrays.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick. I do apologize for what I'm sure appears to be a degree of save scumming, but this mission set in particular is unforgiving. Rise of the Black Dogs does not mess around for difficulty, which is amazing, of course, but alright. Let's give it a second while the last bomber catches up. Oh dear. Let the bombers go first. Tracking. Pilot is trying to shoot me out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Leon.
Hasn't really come up yet, but as a pilot, we have a sniper rifle or equivalent, and those things can and will punch through the canopy of a vehicle and instantly kill the pilot. And yes, the AI is smart enough to attempt to do that to us. All right, this one is a little bit nastier.
Fighting enemy.
Let's get the bombers going.
No mercy. Play in the dirt. Eat dirt, commie pinko.
Well done. The power's down at the field lab. That's strange. Stand by, Cobra 1.
On the wing.
Cobra 1, Sky Eye indicates NSDF forces are approaching the field lab. But except for you, there shouldn't be any NSDF left on the moon after their evacuation to Mars. What the? The NSDF units are using the same communications frequency as the Russians. What did they just say? Black Dogs, the American units are heading to the research facility to evacuate the scientists. They're working with the Russians. Stop them.
All right,
Leon.
you heard him. Contact front. Oh, jeez. All right, let's get in there.
Fighting enemy. No mercy. Eat dirt, commie pinko.
Warning.
Okay, we need to destroy both barracks and this thing.
The rogue NSDF forces escaped with the scientist and the alien artifact, but for now at least, the Soviets in this area have been defeated. Well done.
All right. Well done, soldier. Your brave actions on this day have prevented the Soviets from advancing their weapons research. We found a KGB official in the field lab who'd talked to one of the escaped lab technicians. It was determined that the alien object that the Americans were seen transporting is part of an alien armory of some kind. We must discover what exactly this armory is capable of. Additionally, the Soviet units you faced were from the Crimson Bears Battalion, CBB. Like the Black Dogs, they appear to be a special operations group. If they have remained on the moon, while the bulk of Soviet forces are in pursuit of our mainline NSDF forces, then there is something unusual going on here. This would seem to be borne out by their association with the traitorous NSDF forces. We have not been able to determine what group the NSDF forces you encountered were part of. Neither their appearance nor their insignia are known to BDS command. If the Black Dogs don't know who they are, then that makes them as dangerous as the Soviets. Yeah. Alright. Chapter 2 Preparations. Or Mission 2, I should say. Battlezone update. When trying to rescue the NSDF scientists, Cobra Company expected fierce resistance from the Crimson Bears. What they didn't expect was to find NSDF forces working with the Soviets. The nature and extent of this CCA and NSDF partnership is unknown. While the vehicles have a different appearance to any known NSDF group, they are NSDF designs. Commander Shaw has speculated that they may have even helped the CCA with the initial invasion. Unfortunately, the extent of their treachery is unknown, and uncovering it will be a priority for the Black Dogs. Alright, for the Black Dog update, we must set up our own base, which will be used at the appropriate time as the launch site for returning to Earth and telling the people what has transpired here. The NSDF units observed leaving the Soviet base confirms our fears of collusion. We must now assume that we are on our own. Defend your base at all cost. Got limited units available to build. We must defend the base. Alright, that's the insignia for the Crimson Bears. Formed under the CCA, Crimson Bears operate in virtual secrecy. It is believed that they receive orders directly from Soviet leadership in Moscow and are known for acting independently of CCA command. And that's their Crimson Bear Battalion Tsar main battle tank. And that is the unknown elements Razor Scout or the Razor NX. And of course the Grizzly NX. Alright, let's get into this. This mission is one of the few that I truly am frustrated at the start of, just because we have to follow their orders exactly for designing the base. And then we'll have creative freedom, so to speak. You'll see what I mean when we get in.
Cobra 1, you'll mostly be defending in this mission. After our discovery of the Soviet-American alliance, we must assume that we are on our own. To this end, we are constructing a new command base. Do not stray too far from this base.
Deploying. Rolling. Deploying. Rolling. Construction started. Yes, sir. Getting scrap. Building complete. Turret deployed. Construction started. Building complete. In transit. In transit. In transit. Turret deployed. Turret deployed.
And here comes the neighborhood.
No mercy. No mercy. Construction started. Building complete. In transit. Eat dirt, commie pinko. In transit. Turret deployed.
Scavengers, man.
Construction started. Building complete. Moving out. Ready to move. Yes, sir.
Alright. Scavengers 2, get back here. You're not doing anyone any good out there.
Unit factory online.
We got plenty of scrap making its way to us right here.
Rolling. Rolling. Construction started. Getting scrap. Building complete. Heading out. Ready to move. do you want it? Construction started. Building complete. On my way. Ready to build. Yes, sir. Building. Building complete. Yes, sir.
Yep. Get back here, Scav 2. You still don't need to go all that way out to find scrap.
Getting scrap. Yes, sir. Building. Building complete.
We believe the Soviets are building a base of their own. We must destroy this base before it becomes too great a threat.
Alright, we've got freedom of movement now.
Satellite activated.
Armory here. Unit factory here. Building underway. Rolling. Rolling. Unit complete. Rolling. Rolling. Unit factory here. Construction started. Building complete. In transit. In transit. Turret deployed. Yes, sir.
Clear the lane of fire.
Base under attack.
Nice of them to bring us supplies, isn't it?
Satellite activated.
Armory here. Armory here. Armory here. Armory here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Armory here. In transit. In transit. In transit. Turret deployed. In transit. In transit. In transit. Turret deployed. In transit. Construction started. Turret deployed. Building complete. In transit. Got your six. In transit. Construction started. Turret deployed. Building complete. In transit. In transit. In transit. Turret deployed. Turret deployed. Construction started.
Satellite activated.
Building complete. In transit. In transit. In transit. Turret deployed. Turret deployed.
Satellite activated.
Armory here. Armory here.
don't think that this will be a problem, but just in case it is.
On my way.
Okay, good.
Armory here. Armory here.
Satellite activated.
Just gonna stick my head out real quick. And immediately regret it. Oh, for frack's sake. Leave the stupid scavenger alone.
Rolling. Construction started. Building complete. Getting scrap.
No, you're not getting scrapped. You're getting healed.
Satellite activated.
Armory here. Rolling. 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 Yes, sir. Rolling.
I know I'm playing this very cagily, so to speak, but a game like this, it pays to be cautious.
Rolling. Construction started. Building complete. Construction started. Building complete. Unit complete. Rolling.
Satellite activated.
Rolling. Rolling. Unit factory here. Building underway. Getting scrap. Unit complete. Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
I'm so glad that they have a preset attack order. That could have been so unpleasant.
Rolling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
Getting scrap.
no getting scrap yet. Living good, brainless scrap collection bad.
Satellite activated.
Now you can scavenge.
Armory here. Unit factory here. Building underway. Unit factory here. Rolling. Unit complete. Rolling. Rolling. Unit factory. Building underway. Rolling. Unit complete. Rolling.
I swear these scavengers have maybe 3 brain cells between them. They're competing with orange cats.
Satellite activated. Satellite activated.
Rolling. 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 Rolling.
Let's get some more prox mines out there, because that worked so well last time.
Satellite activated.
Can I build?
Unit factory.
No, I don't have mine layered. Probably something useful for later.
Armory here. Armory here. Armory here.
Preemptive service pods.
Getting scrap.
Do not. Now you may.
Construction started.
Another badger over there.
In transit. Building complete. In transit. In transit. Unit factory here. Building underway. Turret deployed. Unit factory here. Rolling. Rolling. Turret deployed.
You guys are staying here.
Rolling. Unit factory here. Rolling. Getting scrap. Construction started. Building complete.
All right. Next wave, I am going to start this offensive going.
Satellite activated.
Rolling. Yes, sir. Rolling. Rolling.
Satellite activated.
Armory here. Armory here.
Preemptive service pods going.
Getting scrap.
I like where your heart's at, but it's a little bit early to be scavenging. Still.
Armory here. Getting scrap. Armory here.
Expensive, yes, but I really, really want that mortar.
Rolling. Unit complete. Rolling. Unit factory here. Building underway. Unit complete. Rolling.
Satellite activated.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something about doing that in the Geneva Conventions, but As I previously said, they can shoot me out of my cockpit, so I don't have too much sympathy for.
Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
There goes another wave. Not manual detonation, so I can just lob these.
Satellite activated.
Armory here. Armory here. Armory here. Armory here. Getting scrap. Rolling. Rolling. Armory here. Armory here. Armory here. Armory here.
Do I get close with that? Close enough for government work? What about with that? Well, I certainly made him angry. No, I'm not actually hitting him. Don't mind that arming distance. Oh, yep, that's what I was watching for.
Americans are assisting the Soviets and a major attack force is on the way. Destroy this attack force.
All right.
Unit factory here. Building underway.
I have a
Complete.
massive force assembled.
Unit factory here. Building underway. Unit complete. Rolling. Getting scrap. Unit factory here. Building underway. No mercy. Eat dirt, commie pinko. No mercy. Unit complete. Rolling. Eat dirt, commie pinko. No mercy. Eat dirt, commie pinko. Rolling. 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 Armory here. No mercy. No mercy. Rolling. Rolling. Getting scrap. Getting scrap. Armory here. Armory here. Armory here. No mercy. Eat dirt, commie pinko. Rolling. Unit factory here. Armory 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 here. Getting scrap. Unit factory. Building underway. Rolling. With pleasure. Unit complete. Rolling. With pleasure. Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
Excellent.
Armory here. Armory here. Getting scrap.
Now you guys can scavenge to your heart's content.
Unit factory. Building underway. Unit factory here. Rolling. Lead on. Yes, sir.
Hold.
Rolling. Rolling.
Excellent work. Now that we have started a base on the moon, we can use it at an appropriate time to head home and tell the people what has happened here. While the presence of traitorous rogue NSDF forces working with the Soviets on the moon is disturbing, Commander Shaw has ordered you on to Mars for a sensitive mission. All right. Next time, we will be returning to the Stars and Stripes mission set with the relic discovered. I hope y'all enjoyed watching that, both on the stream and on the YouTube recording. And I will catch you all on the next recording. Take care.